Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, y'all.
This is Gigi No Re. We're doing Dungeon Academy tonight.
Wow.
Dungeon Academy is a game where it's D&D school. We've played several sessions before. This is, I think, our fourth session on this year's iteration of Dungeon Academy.
This seems about right.
Yeah. And last time, I didn't take full notes because I'm a bad
boy.
DM. Last time, I know Luciana helped Pluto, that's your character, John.
Yep.
Research the wailing that you heard behind this sewer grate in your hall. Yeah, in Hall Dracofon. Then the party trained and chilled together. Then we took part in a joust, opening joust. And we did that for the first time using the chainmail rules just to get that out of the way and see what it'd be like. And John won his joust, although the overall winner was a guy named Nero. And I have a picture. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can believe it.
Because I went through and I took everybody I had note cards of and found pictures for them. And here's Nero.
Is that Aragon?
I don't know.
No,
I've
that's
never seen
Nero,
that.
man.
No, it's not Aragon.
So what would his rank be?
I think he's a B.
How attractive do you think Hayden Christensen is?
He's probably like an A or high B, right?
Pretty Star Wars.
Damn.
Maybe.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what movie it's from.
I don't know either.
He's got a rapier.
I think it's probably a good 8 or 8.5.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's our podcast should become, like, rating how hot people are. Debating.
Anyway, so that's him. And so this is the guy who was killed our first session, Secundus, who you guys have never seen, because I didn't have a picture for him before. But now I do. Here we go. That's him. That's Secundus. That's the guy you found impaled on the statue outside your dormitory.
That's sad.
Poor guy.
Looks like one of the characters from Bleach. I mean, he's a generic
Yeah,
character.
it's from some anime. I don't know what it is. But there you go. So I've got pictures for everybody now. And, here is Domitius. He's the guy that you were looking for, like a thief, John. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Like a rogue. And he just appeared behind you like Batman. So that's him. That's Domitius.
Ooh.
And I have other people. Don't worry about it. We'll get to them when we get to them. Other things happened. I just can't remember them all right now. Listener, you can listen to the previous episode whenever I put it up. Probably will have listened to the first one already. Now I have got my setup. I'm not being paid by Notion, the company that produced this web application called Notion, but it's awesome. I'm using it to organize this campaign and all the characters and all the locations and all that kind of stuff. And I'm running the game from it as well on my Chromebook and iPad at the same time.
Now, why an iPad in addition to the Chromebook?
Because I can just turn it around and show people pictures and stuff. And I can use it for random generators. I don't have to type. I can just have it pulled up and just click the roll button and not have to switch between screens. And so I can type on my Chromebook and use this for like display.
Chartopia's over there.
Chartopia's over here.
On the iPad.
On the iPad. That's right.
And I guess we'll put a picture in the show notes.
We left last time kind of skipping through most of the week, I think. Just taking next. So we could get to the dungeon because we were ready to hit the dungeon.
Yes.
So we took the test on Friday. So every week you go to classes. On Friday, when you normally have classes, it's like your pop quiz on Fridays, which determines your proficiency bonus in the relevant classes for the dungeon the next day on Saturday. So we've already taken your courses, you've taken your tests, and if you haven't taken your tests, I think everyone here has taken their tests.
Yes.
I have not taken my test.
Okay, so if you don't have your proficiency bonuses for the 4 courses you have, you need to take your test right now and write down the proficiency bonus that you'll be using. I'm going to pause it real quick. It's basically a 3d6 roll plus various bonuses and bonus dice that they've accumulated through studying and stuff during the week. So let me pause it and we'll resume in a bit.
It was not a good week.
It was not a good week.
I got an A, though.
You're stressing. Okay. So an A is equivalent to a normal proficiency bonus, plus 2. Congratulations.
Wait, is it?
Yep.
I must have made a terrible mistake. My normal proficiency bonus is plus 0, though, right?
You have no proficiency bonus in anything.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Okay, go ahead.
So, yes.
Okay, that's what I got. That is precisely what I have.
Now, that was your first 4 periods of the day are your classes, which involve tests. You've got 1 free period, nighttime, before it's easy, go to sleep time. Put your minis, everyone get a mini.
Where's my boy?
I think I had Sirius. That's Harry. I had Sirius Black.
I like this one, but he doesn't stand up well.
What are these?
Those are the things.
Oh, is it?
Those are the Harry Potter.
It is a Harry Potter. Where did this come from?
Mason brought this.
Mason.
So wait, we were at the day before.
Just take. They should be completely
This is
removed.
me, baby.
Completely remove them from the board
Yeah, there.
and put them where you want to go next.
Right. I was just
So you've
saying.
got a free period
I was saying, well, how close we are to Friday's dungeon delve, or is it Saturday?
Saturday. So the schedule's actually at the bottom right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Weekend turns. We have morning, and then we have.
But are we Saturday morning right now?
Your Friday.
Okay, Friday
You
afternoon.
just finished fourth period Friday.
Oh, so that's afternoon.
Correct.
Okay.
We're currently deciding what to do fifth turn
Man,
Friday.
straight. I want to chill because I just got done with my tests.
Do you have stress?
That's a good question. I forgot.
Maybe he just wants to chill
I
because of the
I was
story.
just thinking non-mechanically. I wanted to.
That's fine. I'm just saying that if you have stress, you need to know.
I do not have stress.
Okay.
Can I get into other libraries, or can I only go to my library for the College of Spears?
It's a great question, and you probably can't. Unless you make special arrangements.
Look, you're not Hermione Granger. You don't have your like special time necklace.
I think you should just do next instead.
You can't do class.
I think you should do next and say you chill.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Ah.
That is what I do. Thank you.
Okay.
For the morning period.
Nope. This is fifth period Friday.
Well, Stacy, you get to be the main.
Oh, fifth period Friday?
You're not going to
So
pick a
after
piece.
you take your tests,
No,
you have one
I got
period
one.
free
Oh, okay.
before it's sneaky
Okay.
time.
Okay,
I
I'm
got you,
going
mate.
to go to the library again and see if I can find any information on the tunnels and stuff under the school.
Okay. You can also, after your test, you can still train. It'll just carry over for next week. Your study dice. So that's the thing. Okay, so you're going into the library of your hall or your college.
I don't know. I can
Just
pick.
tell me. Yeah, just pick.
Probably the hall.
Okay. And it turns out that while you're there studying, someone comes up to you. And so let me make a note. I need index cards.
Where'd they go? Oh. There's nothing. Oh, God, there's little booklets in here.
I don't want those. I want index cards. So only John is taking an action. Okay. The library, Hall Dracofon, is like a preserved red dragon that is enclosed by a building, right? There's courtyards and normal stonework. So he's just like in the middle of it, as if it was built around him, because it was.
I think the library should be in the empty cranial
In the
cavity
cranium?
where
Okay, I
where
like
the
it.
brain was.
You presumably have to walk up some steps so you get into the neck. I think you approach it from the chest and go up to the neck, and then you're in the cranial area. There's a ambient glow. What's your investigation bonus?
Yeah, it's not good.
Unless you have
-1.
proficiency. You are looking through, and again, for over several hours, and you can't find anything. It's mostly books of old poetry and histories. You're really frustrated, and then at the very end of the night, when you're getting ready to pack up, who should you see but Nero, the guy who won the joust, the Hayden Christensen character.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in and says, "Oh, okay, man, I finally found you. I've been going around to congratulate everyone who won in the jousts. I do this every year because
yeah.
I don't know if you know, but I win every year.
Yeah, I saw you, man. That was fantastic. Your technique's great.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be watching out for you. You're gonna participate in the next one.
Yeah, well, we'll see how I do. You ever have any you ever practice or anything? You ever?
I was just about to say something like that. If you ever see me at the tilt, come by. I'll give you a few pointers.
Yeah, I love
Literally. So, yeah. Okay.
Is that a normal adjustment? Did you just come up with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's one of my old standbys.
Okay. Yeah.
Ask him if he hates sand.
That sounds like a Hayden Christensen joke, actually. Like,
Ask him if it gets everywhere.
he's like, hey, haha, pointers. Pointers, huh?
Try spinning. That's a good trick.
Don't try it. Don't try it. I have the high ground.
I was gonna make a high ground joke. Dang you! Robbed.
No,
I was robbed. I was waiting for the laughing to start and then
later.
stop and then.
No, later when you guys actually joust, you're gonna get the high ground. and You're gonna win.
Yeah, when it actually happens.
You know his
Alright.
weakness.
Says, well, let me shake your hand if you don't mind. And he reaches out his hand.
I want to look and make sure there's nothing like weird in his hand before I shake his hand, like a little mechanical, electrical
You
buzzer.
spy poop in his hand.
Why are you looking at my hand, bro? It's just a hand. Like, if you're,
Dude.
are you like weird about handshakes or something?
No, I mean no, just I put my hand out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that was weird, but don't let that stop you from coming by
Okay.
for some tips, some points.
Yep.
Points.
Some points.
Yeah.
Pointers.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right. See ya.
Okay. Next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Remove your minis, place them if you want to sleep, and don't get a penalty for exhaustion. Put yourself on next. All right. The night passes gently.
At least we don't pass gently into the night.
Yeah. The cicadas are no longer screaming in the night. It's too cold for that now. And you wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
I don't have
That's
Jack.
a Kesha
Do
song.
we have Jack in our
A what song?
It's a Kesha song. The artist of our generation.
K?
I've heard that name.
Dollar
Yes.
sign.
That was like
I just
that
don't-
was back before she was woke.
I just didn't know what the song is.
I don't remember what it is either.
Lords.
Lord?
Lords.
Oh, you know,
Lord?
you're right.
I think it's just Lord.
It's just
not
Lord.
Lords.
Nothing about the Marian apparition.
Her name is
Great
Lords.
talk, guys. Great discussion.
All right. So it's the morning now.
Oh, the
Please.
song's called TikTok. Sorry.
TikTok. That's it. TikTok on the clock, but the party don't stop.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. Okay. Now we go.
Well, now we gotta play it because I need to hear something.
Genuine poet.
Here you go. I got you, baby.
Wait, but
We can put out 6 seconds of it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, talking, auto-tune talking.
Wait. There you go.
Yeah.
Ain't coming back.
Wow.
I bet she stinks.
Be gone,
Our
thought.
pedicure
Oh
on
my
my
god. Can you imagine what she smells like?
Like Jack.
Ugh. Yeah, you need to wipe off.
Girl, you need to wipe off. Oh, that's so funny.
You need to wipe off.
That sounds like something my parents would have said. You're saying or my grandparents.
Wipe.
Wipe.
Wait, great
All right.
talk, guys.
I fixed
Good story, bro.
All right, so I believe the schedule says you have a free period before the dungeon. Pick how you want to spend it.
We
Okay,
don't.
Are any of you like really, really intelligent?
No.
What's your intelligence?
Everyone here is dumb.
+2.
Right.
Is everyone next?
Train.
Okay. Oh, you're training?
Wait,
You have to
you're
pick
not
a
on
class.
train.
I'll train melee 1.
So you're gonna train out on. Well, I need to get everyone a big map of the campus, and we can put it out here, and then you can pick. That's what I need to do for next time. That's a good idea. I'll do that. Let's say you're training in the passages, which is like a artificial dungeon above ground that's near the College of Spears, the fighter college, and you can be there working it. Are you like a tanky kind of thing that you're doing?
No, I'm just a fighter.
Okay.
Just a regular old fighter.
And as you're there, you can see someone wandering across the quad, or not the quad, the hex, and she's calling after her dog, Albus. And you notice she always has Albus with her. She's in your hall, but she's in the College of Stars, because she's blind, and that's her seeing eye dog. But you've seen her over the past few days doing the same thing. She can't find her dog. Oh, so you can do whatever you want to with that information, but that's just what's happening in the background while you're training. Okay, so you get prep die for that class. That will come into play next week.
What do I do here now that are we still week 1 technically?
So what you should do is, week 2 doesn't start until Sunday. So what you should do is erase all prep dice that you have there, except for the one you just got, John, for that class. Make sure that you have like a poker chip or something to represent any bliss you might have. Mm-hmm. And you can keep your stress tracked with, on your sheet or with poker chips, whatever you want.
I don't remember how I know if I have bliss.
Well, if you don't have it listed, then you don't have any. It's like better inspiration. Lets you re-roll any die.
I have bliss, but I thought you said I was going to lose it.
Nope, you lose it after the dungeon. It is time to hit the dungeon. Is anyone skipping the dungeon?
Yeah, I'm gonna skip it. I'm just gonna watch you guys.
I'm gonna go down, but I'm just gonna stand there.
So I'll play Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm just going to skip the dungeon and just play the dragons.
We're like, oh no.
Everyone just roll to see how well you do in the dungeon. That's the story
That'd
game
be really
version.
funny.
No, Stacey.
That was the original conception for this campaign. is that you would just roll to see how you did in the dungeon, and then the game was everything else. As you will recall, in the center of campus, there is a very large, colossal statue of a lady with 6 arms with a spear driving it into the head of a serpent dragon thing that's coiled around her. And beneath that statue, you walk down some stairs that are hidden, like the floor like retracts, and you can walk down some exposed stairs into a room with a dark pool that itself is in a dome that's like lifted up like a C-section on like a pregnant woman's belly statue that's lying on the floor, right? And then that's lifted up to reveal like this inky black liquid. And one by one, everyone in your hall is, well, not one by one, pretty much everyone who's going down there in your hall is baptized into it. So there's more than your party that's getting baptized into it at the same time as you are. But when you wake up in the other world, you're like localized into a party that's just you guys. That's how it works. People are getting dunked and then coming up, and they've just come out of the dungeon when they come up. So it's done in stages. It's really quick in real time. Bink, bink, and some people are collapsed and bleeding. Some people are fine. Some people are freaking out. Today, there's not as many freakouts. And when it comes your time, whoop, you go under, and you wake up in a similar pool, but this one's just lined with hexagonal stones. And I think I've got
Visual aid.
visual aid that Stacy might not have seen yet. Yeah, when you wake up, you're in an area kind of like this, except replace that blue water with black water. Like, come up out of it, even though it's only like ankle deep. And when you come up, there is an area in front of you with 9 statues that are holding torches that you may grab if you wish. Hallway off to the left, and there's a big double door in front of you that looks something like this. Spider-Woman kind of motif again, but except with 6 arms rather than whatever that is. And there is a giant spear key stabbed right into the stomach. And so previously when you finished orientation, you stabbed it in, the doors opened, and then blood flowed in through the entire thing, and it brought you back into the real world. So that's the situation right now. So you remember what happened last time during orientation. You stuck the spear in, opened the door, then blood came out, and it kicked you back into the real world. This time the spear's already there, but the door hasn't been opened. You know you can just pull on the spear and it'll open the door.
Okay.
What do? And there's also that whole tutorial dungeon that you possibly could revisit if you ever wanted to. It's there. It's just off that passage off to the left, like I was talking about. If you want to grab a torch that's already lit, or some unlit torches, there's enough unlit torches that you can carry however much you want to, but just note it on your inventory sheet. Because if it's not there, I'm going to enforce it. Actually, we've gone 2 sessions and not hit a dungeon. It's just been school stuff the last 2 sessions.
Learnings.
Believe it or not.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
2 sessions?
2 sessions.
You weren't here.
You guys played 2 sessions without me?
I've only
Oh, you were
played.
here for the last one.
No, it's
Right.
not.
No,
It's
Oh,
not.
Oh, never mind.
This is my only.
Maybe we
This is
don't
my
one
second
round.
session.
Okay.
DA.
We go to the door with the spear in it and open it.
Yeah, we go open the door of the
That
spirit.
is the opposite of what I said.
No.
No.
That's where we leave.
They don't want to go to
No.
the tutorial dungeon again.
We're,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the big boy dungeon.
The spear in it, that's the... Wait.
Wait,
Did that make us leave when we opened that door?
it did
It
previously.
did.
It did previously,
Yes.
but it may
This is
not now.
this
Oh,
is our
that's
first
right.
time back since then.
We can go back in if we open it and we're like, oh wait.
Yeah, Jim, this is the first time.
Well, I mean, yeah, we wouldn't know whether that is necessarily the exit mechanic or
Jim's like, okay, I'm fine, I'm just still session.
maybe now that we've already done that, it's like, oh, now this is. Last time it was like, oh, it ended because that was the end of that tutorial dungeon, that mechanic. But now that's the same mechanic to begin the next levels.
Well, that's what you guys are discussing in character right
Right.
now.
I'm gonna do it.
Alright.
I want to open it.
Yep, let's go.
All right. Your character Sagittarius 10
Yep.
is your fighter, right?
Cleric.
Cleric. Okay. You are. Does everyone have the gear that they have written on the sheets? You might not have a lot. The door opens, and a rush of blood does not come out. Instead, there is a 10-foot wide staircase hallway that leads up.
Who's our beefiest beef boy?
You.
Is it me?
Yep.
It might be me. Let's
Well,
see.
First of all, you're a fighter.
That's
Big
not
sword.
especially reassuring. Okay.
You go up the stairs. It's a lot of stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big, huge stairs.
Look for trick stairs.
Okay, you're going slowly. I'm recording the turns as we go. And has to be over 50 stairs. Who knows how many exactly.
It's not that many.
but these are big. You have to like step up really high.
Okay.
And eventually you get to the end. It's completely dark, except when you look up, I mean, you hit the end of the stairwell before you realize it. It sneaks up on you. And when you look up, you see there's a slit of light coming in from above, and it looks like we've got like a cellar door kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do, John?
How high up is it?
Arm's reach.
Push my sword up there and touch it and try to push it open.
All right. It opens, and moonlight streams in. And the sound of cicadas, but no bird song. It smells like it's just rained, and is otherwise very quiet. You can see the area around you is wooded heavily. When you emerge and get your bearings, you can see that you seem to be in the middle of a once majestic and richly appointed estate. There is evidence of a stone wall all around, like a mansion with a wall around it. Imagine that, except break it all down over thousands of years. Ivy crawling over every surface, weeds everywhere.
Freaking kudzu.
Kudzu everywhere, yes. There are a couple points of interest. The doors you came up from, here they are. Don't take this as representing actual physical space. I'll have a proper map next time. But it doesn't really matter for this part. So there is a tower. Now this is all within the ruined walls here, okay? There is a large gate that is still standing. But like I said, the walls, you could jump over them if you wanted to. But there's a large gate, iron, right there at the very edge. There is a stump here that seems to be of two trees intertwined. There is a garden around it, full of dead and withered plants. There is a tower along the wall here that is still standing. And there is a workshop back around here. It seems as if you almost hear the clanking of metal from coming this way, but then you listen again and it's not there. Here, somehow still standing on a second story, seems to be a salon of some kind. So you could climb up some rubble and get into it. All the rest of the house around it has fallen down. And those are the points of interest. But before you can take action, that's just what you recognize when you get your bearings. You can hear a soft weeping from over near the garden. But it is very dim. The 3 moons are out, but all faint. 2 of them are in crescent. 1 of them is full. And the stars are like pinpricks, and they're not giving off much light. It's heavily wooded, but you can tell the sound of the weeping is coming from the garden. So you'll have to make your way over there if you want. There's some withered hedge mazes that are preventing you from seeing inside.
I think we should at least peek in the garden.
Garden weirds me out.
Wait,
workshop.
Are we having this conversation in character? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, presumably there's a hedge maze around it. I don't really want to go walking through the maze in the middle of the night.
But parts of it are broken down, and you can see there's a garden inside. Rows where you would have plants, but the plants are all withered and dead.
How about someone boost me up and I'll peek and see what's inside?
I'll do it.
At night? Think we'll see? Okay.
Yeah, I'll
There's
look
enough-
forward.
there's enough to see.
Sure.
And you just got a torch. Okay. So who goes and boosts him?
I'll beat you.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk, the dead leaves crunch underneath your feet. It's on the edge of chilly. So Luna gets boosted up, and Luna, what's her very quick physical description?
I think she's tiny, little round head, braided.
So boosted up on top of the hedge maze, and you almost fall into the hedge because it's so withered, right? There's just barely enough of the skeleton of the hedge keeping you on top. And as you look over, you've got just enough height to see that there is a stump, like I mentioned, that's relatively elevated, so that's why you can see it. It's not cut off right at the ground, but higher up. And on top of it is a figure that looks half man and half spider. It's got 6 arms and 2 legs, entirely black, and on its back, you're seeing it from the side right now, but on its back it seems to have some sort of coloration, like and a symbol, but you can't see exactly what it is right now. Its 2 front legs are wiping its eyes and it's weeping and muttering something to itself.